Welcome to Demolition Worker. Today we witness the breathtaking sunrise over northern Tehran, marking the true beginning of our grand reconstruction. Beneath this beautiful morning light lies a city preparing for massive changes. Old structures must fall before new ones can rise. Unsafe infrastructure poses a hidden threat to the community. These crumbling concrete walls have stood here long past their safe lifespan. To tackle this monumental task, a specialized fleet of heavy machinery has been carefully assembled at the city gates this morning. The golden dawn illuminates these mechanical giants. They are not here to destroy recklessly, but to carefully pave the way forward. Look closely at the sheer scale of these operations. Every single movement is calculated by experienced engineers to ensure absolute safety. We shift our focus away from mere destruction. Instead, we highlight the highly technical art of safely dismantling dangerous urban infrastructure. The mighty Liebherr 9800 excavators take center stage today. These super heavy machines possess incredible raw lifting power. Weighing hundreds of tons, these massive steel beasts roll slowly across the uneven terrain, their heavy tracks crushing loose rocks beneath. Operators inside the high cabins conduct routine safety checks. They monitor complex digital screens to verify every single hydraulic system functions. The hydraulic pumps whine as the enormous engine roars to life. Thick diesel smoke momentarily puffs into the cool morning air. A long mechanical arm, stretching dozens of meters into the sky, gracefully extends toward the heavily damaged upper residential building floors. Despite its intimidating size, the giant machine moves with surprising elegance. It acts like a precision instrument in highly skilled hands. The demolition shear attachment opens its heavy steel jaws. It prepares to bite through thick, reinforced concrete and rusty iron rebar. Engineers on the ground communicate continuously via radio. They guide the skilled operator to target the weakest structural support pillars first. Safety perimeters have been strictly established around the entire work zone. No unauthorized personnel can enter this highly hazardous active environment. Clearing this dangerous site is the absolute first step. We must remove these hazards before anyone can build new local schools. The local community desperately needs modern housing and safe educational facilities. This demolition project clears the path for that brighter future. The excavator gently nudges a dangling concrete slab. The operator tests the structural integrity before applying the full crushing hydraulic pressure. Suddenly, the steel jaws clamp down hard. Thick concrete shatters instantly, sending small fragments tumbling down into the designated drop zone. We are watching a masterclass in controlled demolition. The building is being systematically taken apart piece by piece from the top. Thick clouds of gray dust attempt to rise into the air. However, the site engineers have already prepared a clever countermeasure. High-powered misting cannons activate around the perimeter. They spray a fine curtain of water droplets directly into the falling debris. This advanced dust suppression system works perfectly. The microscopic water droplets bind with the concrete dust, pulling it safely to earth. Protecting the surrounding environment is a top priority. The neighboring residential areas remain completely untouched by the heavy demolition dust clouds. The giant arm swings back for another precise strike. It targets a stubborn steel beam holding up a damaged roof section. Sparks fly as the hydraulic shears slice through solid metal. The loud crunch echoes across the busy northern Tehran construction site. Another large section of the unstable wall collapses downward. It lands exactly where the engineering team predicted, avoiding collateral property damage. The sheer power of the Liebherr excavator is truly mesmerizing. It effortlessly handles weights that would crush ordinary construction-heavy equipment. Ground crews use smaller loaders to manage the fallen debris. They constantly push the broken concrete into neat, easily manageable piles. This continuous workflow ensures the site remains organized. A messy demolition zone is a dangerous one, so cleanliness is strictly enforced. Notice how the operator maintains complete situational awareness. The massive machine never makes a sudden or unpredictable movement during the process. A second excavator joins the coordinated effort. Together, they work in perfect harmony to dismantle the remaining lower floors much faster. It looks like a carefully choreographed mechanical dance. The two steel giants weave their long arms around each other without colliding. The structural skeleton of the old building is finally exposed. Twisted metal rebar and broken concrete pillars reveal years of decay. This structure was clearly no longer safe for human habitation. Bringing it down is a necessary act of urban renewal progress. The water cannons continue their relentless spraying. Rainbows occasionally form in the artificial mist as the morning sun climbs much higher. The demolition shears are swapped out for a heavy hydraulic breaker. It is time to tackle the solid concrete foundation slab. The rhythmic pounding of the hydraulic hammer begins. It sends deep vibrations through the ground, slowly fracturing the thick concrete base. Piece by piece, the solid foundation is broken into rubble. The relentless mechanical pounding turns solid rock into loose gravel quickly. Dump trucks start lining up at the site entrance. They are ready to haul away thousands of tons of broken materials. A large wheel loader scoops up the shattered concrete. It effortlessly dumps the heavy load into the waiting yellow transport truck. Recycling is a crucial part of modern demolition work. Much of this broken concrete will be crushed and reused elsewhere soon. The twisted steel rebar is carefully separated from the rock. Huge electromagnets will later sort this valuable scrap metal for recycling. Nothing goes to waste in this highly efficient operation. Even the old bricks can be repurposed for future foundational construction projects. The first truck drives away, fully loaded with debris. Another empty truck immediately takes its place to keep the operation moving. The coordination between the excavators, loaders, and trucks is flawless. It is a testament to the skill of these dedicated workers. As the morning turns into afternoon, the landscape transforms drastically. The towering, unsafe structure is now just a memory in dust. The Liebherr excavator moves to a new position. Its wide tracks leave deep, distinct impressions in the freshly exposed brown soil. We can now see the sheer volume of space cleared. This single plot of land holds immense potential for the community. The demolition team takes a brief, well-deserved rest. They drink water and discuss the progress made during the morning shift. These professionals face immense pressure every single day. One tiny mistake with these massive machines could lead to a catastrophic disaster. Yet their extensive training and experience shine through. They handle these mechanical beasts with the delicate touch of a master artist. The engines roar back to life after the short break. There is still a significant amount of rubble left to clear. The hydraulic breaker resumes its loud, rhythmic pounding on the ground. The last remaining pieces of the stubborn foundation finally shatter. The water misting system adjusts its angle to cover the ground. Keeping the soil damp prevents any residual dust from escaping. A bulldozer arrives to level the freshly cleared earth. Its heavy front blade pushes the dirt, creating a perfectly flat surface. The transformation from a dangerous ruin to a blank canvas is stunning. This is the true magic of professional demolition work. We are not just tearing down old walls today. We are actively creating the vital space needed for new dreams tomorrow. Imagine the bright new school that will stand right here. Children will soon play where heavy machinery currently rules the dirt. Or perhaps a sturdy new apartment complex will rise up. Families will find safe, modern homes built on this very foundation. The final few dump trucks are loaded with the last debris. The massive pile of rubble has almost completely vanished now. The site supervisor conducts a thorough walk-around inspection. He checks the ground to ensure no hidden hazards have been overlooked. The mighty Liebherr excavator finally lowers its long mechanical arm. Its monumental task for this specific location is now officially complete. The operator shuts down the massive roaring diesel engine. A sudden, peaceful silence falls over the once noisy northern Tehran site. The dust settles completely, revealing a beautifully clean, empty lot. The contrast with the chaotic morning scene is absolutely, truly striking. The sun begins to dip lower in the afternoon sky. Long shadows stretch across the freshly leveled earth of the site. The heavy machinery is slowly driven back onto transport trailers. They will soon be moved to the next challenging demolition project. We have witnessed a remarkable display of engineering prowess today. The controlled destruction was executed with absolute precision and utmost care. This empty plot of land represents a fresh new beginning. The dangerous past has been entirely erased by our skilled team. The transition from a ruined past to a solid future begins here. The groundwork has been perfectly laid for upcoming construction. Without the hard work of these dedicated demolition crews, progress stops. They are the unsung heroes of urban development and renewal. Tomorrow, construction teams will arrive with fresh bricks and mortar. They will build upon the clean slate we have provided today. The cycle of urban rebirth is a fascinating, never-ending process. Old structures eventually give way to better, safer, modern designs. The misting cannons are turned off and carefully packed away. Their vital job of protecting the local air quality is finished. Workers remove the temporary safety fencing around the cleared perimeter. The site is now officially ready to be handed over safely. A local architect arrives to survey the newly cleared land. He unrolls a large blueprint, visualizing the beautiful new building design. The vision for the future is already starting to materialize. This dirt will soon support strong steel beams and glass windows. The demolition crew gathers for a final debriefing session today. They review their safety protocols and celebrate a highly successful operation. Every successful project brings a deep sense of professional pride. Knowing they made the city safer is their ultimate daily reward. The massive transport trucks slowly roll out of the site. They carry the sleeping mechanical giants away into the evening traffic. The neighborhood residents can now breathe a huge sigh of relief. The looming threat of the unstable building is gone forever. We look back at the perfectly flat, clean expanse of dirt. It is hard to believe a towering ruin stood here. The golden hour sunlight paints the empty lot in warm hues. It symbolizes the bright hope and promise of the future. This is the core message of our important work here. We clear away the dangerous decay to make room for life. The technical expertise required for this job is often highly underestimated. It requires years of intense study and practical field experience. Watching a Liebherr excavator in action is truly a mechanical ballet. The raw power combined with delicate control is always impressive. We hope you gained a new appreciation for the demolition industry. It is a vital, highly technical field of modern engineering. As the day concludes, the site stands quiet and totally ready. The earth eagerly awaits the arrival of the new foundations. The story of reconstruction always begins with a single destructive step, but it is a destruction guided by purpose and vision. The camera slowly pans across the pristine, ready construction site. The smooth dirt reflects the final rays of the setting sun. A gentle evening breeze blows across the empty northern Tehran lot. It carries away the very last lingering memories of dust. The transition is now fully complete and undeniably visually striking. The ruined past has gracefully surrendered to a solid, promising future. We stand at the beautiful threshold of a brand new era. The groundwork is laid and the rebuilding phase can commence. Thank you for joining us on this incredible mechanical journey today. We witness the true power of engineering and heavy machinery. Stay tuned for our next exciting episode of Heavy Machinery Action. We will explore even more challenging and massive demolition projects. This has been Demolition Worker, bringing you the best mechanical action. Subscribe for more, and we will see you next time.